Hello friends, and welcome to my latest installment of my no process sugar diary. Today is day 16. I'm almost positive, 15th or 16th. Yes, it's the 16th. It's much easier to remember what day it is on this no sugar journey, considering we started March 1st. I just wanted to do a check-in. As you can see, I have stopped doing the daily vlogs with my no sugar journey, but I will try to be more intentional about doing more vlogging and checking in with you guys, especially as we continue into this process. I did take a glorious, wonderful trip to New York City last weekend, and I did not take out my vlogging camera one moment. And that was actually a good thing, because it was just really nice to have time with my husband. I visited some of my spiritual family, my godparents, and so it was just really good. And I didn't really feel like taking that camera out. And honestly, with the exception of the desserts that we had, which I said I would allow myself, I didn't overeat. I didn't think we really went crazy. Okay, let me back that up. We did have a couple of desserts, and I did go out of my way to buy a donut for one of my meals. So I guess I can't say that. I think the only reason that I thought that I would say that is that I didn't eat massive amounts of food. We were walking everywhere. We were getting our 10,000 steps or more in every single day because we were walking. And so it really wasn't terrible. But yes, now that I remember, I might have had a Schmackery's cookie, which I didn't take a picture of, which I wish I would have. I don't really think I went wacky crazy. Well, nothing more than I would have like on a special occasion vacation type of trip, and we were just there for 3 days. It was just a magical time. So I'm back home, back in the grind. I've been home actually for a couple of days. I've been having all sorts of seasonal issues and sinus issues, and so I just haven't picked up the camera regularly. I really hemmed and hawed with whether I allow myself to have sugar in New York, because I didn't want to get off course, because you saw from my previous vlogs, I went through a definite detox period. I was really irritable and cranky, and I was afraid of going through that again. But because I did have that sugar and now I'm going back to no processed sugar, I think I'm having like a slight little second detox, if you will. It's nothing like the first one, I can tell that. But I did notice yesterday or so that I was just irritable and cranky, and I kind of recognized it as the feeling I had before, but not as intensely. You know, my sweet husband was warned. He's been so patient with me. I'm feeling better, and I'm still fighting the cravings the most, I would say, in the late afternoon, which is when I fight any kind of food craving, really. But I find that if I have a really balanced breakfast, if I'm intentional about having a good lunch, then the afternoon or right after dinner is also another time that I crave sweets. But what I have been doing is satisfying that sweet tooth with fruit. I've been really enjoying grapefruit with stevia. You guys would crack up, because I actually went to 3 grocery stores looking for my stevia packets that I like, because something that people do not realize about a lot of stevia is that it contains fructose, dextrose, you know, erythritol, insert your term here, and those are basically just forms of sugar. It's not a lot, but a lot of stevias will put a tiny, tiny bit of dextrose or fructose in them to sweeten it and make it taste better and take the edge off that taste. And the sweet leaf one is the one I have found that's in powder form that has no added sugars, and I like the taste of it. It doesn't seem to have as much of an aftertaste to me as a lot of them do. So I thought I would open up this particular vlog with a very quick grocery haul of what I am buying, or the kinds of things I'm buying when I am on my no processed sugar diet. This is not a huge haul. I just picked up very specific and intentional things. I'm looking down here at the haul, but I thought it would be good to share, because I'm definitely reading my labels even more than I normally do, and finding that I'm gravitating to a handful of things. So I think I might also make a video sharing with you guys the snacks that I use to help with my sugar cravings, and just show you what I'm eating when I'm craving something bad. And maybe let me know in the comments if you want that, like a favorite snacks when you're going through a no processed sugar diet. And again, I can have fruit. A lot of sugar detoxes do not allow you to have any fruit other than grapefruit. Actually, a friend of mine I talked to this past weekend said she did a sugar detox, and she was only allowed to have grapefruit and maybe like one other fruit, and she could have it like at the end of the day, which was very interesting. But that's not what I'm doing. I'd like to do one eventually, but not right now. So let me show you, without any further babbling, what my grocery haul is in this no processed sugar week. So here's my haul. It's relatively small for me. I went to Trader Joe's and I went to Central Market, And then I also went to another little gourmet, can't remember the name of it, but we have a new healthy grocery store near us. We have tons of them. But the other two that I expected to have it didn't have it. I went to Whole Foods and Central Market and they didn't have the sweet leaf, so this other place had it, and that's all I bought there. So this is what I picked up at Trader Joe's. I got some ground turkey meat. I'm really loving these pretzel bagels, and I only have a half at a time, so I control how many carbs I'm taking in, because the serving size is a full bagel. So I try to make sure and only have a half when I'm having it. I got some organic spinach to put in my smoothies, and then this is a treat, and I don't have even a full serving when I have it, but this is cold pressed carrot orange juice. So no added sugars, just carrots and oranges. And I'm not a big carrot juice person at all, and this is so good because it's a nice mix. Got some organic cherub tomatoes, the paella, which is a chickpea salad that I love from Trader Joe's. And then I picked up some organic carrots and ginger to make my paleo ginger dressing that is in one of my Well-Fed cookbooks. And then I got some organic spaghetti sauce with mushrooms. This is a really good deal at Trader Joe's. There's no soybean oil in it, and so that's why I get that one. And then I saw this soup on Nikki Phillippi's channel. She was, I don't know if it was one of her food videos or grocery hauls, and she was talking about how good it was. And I didn't know what to think about feta cheese in the tomato soup, but I like it, and my husband doesn't like tomato soup, so I thought this would be a good way for me to try it. Then I picked up some of my favorite zucchini spirals to have instead of pasta, although we just had einkorn pasta last night, and we'll probably have leftovers for the next day or two. So if I'm going to have pasta, I will have the Young Living einkorn pasta. But I rarely have that. That's a treat, and so most of the time I have the zucchini spirals. Then I picked up some more beets that are in a vinaigrette, and these are actually made with a vinegar as opposed to putting lots of sugar in them. Some unsweetened blueberry pomegranate green tea. Pomegranate and blueberry, it sounds like it's gonna be really sweet. It's not. So what I usually do is just put a little tiny bit, like less than a packet of stevia into this entire bottle, and it tastes really good. Then pineapple has been a really wonderful fruit treat. Grapefruit and pineapple have been kind of my go-tos. And then I picked up another garlic, peppercorn, pork tenderloin. My husband loves those. And some organic eggs. And lest you think that I am touching this anytime soon, this just looked really good. I've seen these before, and I'm going to freeze them and put them out at Easter when we have an Easter dinner. So that's why these are here. Not touching them. They're going right in the freezer. So that's what I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these groceries away and get on with my day, but I'm happy to report that after a weekend in New York City where I did partake in sugar, which I know is not great to do when you're trying to do a whole 40 days, but again, I wanted to give myself some grace because we had planned that trip before I decided to do this no processed sugar journey. It was not that bad. It was a little difficult when we came back Monday and Tuesday, but I think now it's Thursday afternoon and I'm pretty much good to go. Right now I'm going to go have half of a grapefruit with a little bit of stevia. It's amazing how crazy I went to find this. When you're only using stevia without added sugar, this suddenly became very important to me. So we were out to put a little tiny bit, like less than half a packet on a half of my grapefruit and enjoy that little snack. So yeah, glad it's going well, and I'll check in with you guys soon. Hello guys, today is the 18th, which means it's day 18, and I wish I could report that I've been doing really great, but I have been having a really hard time with cheats. This whole like all or nothing thing is difficult for me when it comes to this. I mean, my body is clearly addicted to sugar. I have been doing all right, but I have not been perfect. And I'm sure it's also because these last couple days coming back into town and having my normal everyday meals, I'm sure that it was not the most brilliant plan to have breaks in my sugar fast, but it's all right, is what it is. And I'm back now, and I have a good solid month left of no sugar. So that's also a really good thing, I think. Just thought I would check in and show you guys what I'm having for lunch. It is a Saturday morning, and I'm coming to you with awful hair and makeup because I just got a massage, which was an awesome treat, but I usually don't shower until after I get my massages, so I just kind of left my face without makeup and hair, and you know the drill. Anyway, showing you guys what I have for lunch. I picked up this tomato feta soup. I checked the ingredients list and there's no added sugar in it. Double checking again because I do appreciate, I've had some people in the comments say, oh, by the way, that thing you ate that had sugar in it, which of course I discovered after I ate it. And I appreciate the accountability, guys. You guys have all been really supportive and awesome in the comments, but I'm double checking my ingredients here and there is definitely no sugar. I think that's why I picked it up. It does have milk. It has a little bit of light cream and feta cheese. So if you're not having dairy, you can't have this, but I've heard wonderful things about it. I saw it on Nikki Phillippi's channel. A serving is a cup. I just set my camera on a tripod and I don't want to take it off. So I'm just showing you guys my plate. I have a cup of soup here, and then I have a little bit of salmon left over. I had a really delicious meal last night. We went to a local favorite restaurant and I had salmon and salad and grilled veggies, and it was really, really good. And even though I was really, really, really craving all the bad things, true to form, after I finished eating it, I felt great. I didn't feel heavy or bloated like I ate too much, so it was really good. So I had most of the filet, but I just have a little bit left of that. And I'm getting ready to take my Living Vitality oil. Have my little container here. I have lemon, lavender, and peppermint vitality in here. So that's what's going on for lunch. For breakfast, I really didn't have anything. I had some water and I had a little mini macro protein bar that doesn't have added sugar in it. Kind of like the Lara bar, but it's a little bit different. So I had a little bit of that just to have some protein. And this is what's for lunch in the midst of this no sugar diary. And hopefully I'm coming out of that second detox. Just have to keep myself from those cheats because, guys, I'm so tempted to cheat on this. It's been really hard for me. True confessions here. But it's a beautiful day and a wonderful weekend, and I'm gonna go eat my lunch.